Hello again. In about 14 minutes or so time, of course, we'll take you back live to resume the afternoon session of the interview of Judge Mlambo for the position of Chief Justice, of course, being day 3 of the Judicial Service Commission's process. But for now, let's bring you this story about the Transport Minister, Fikile Mbalula, and the Road Traffic Management Corporation officials. They gave an update a little bit earlier today about the driving licensing interventions. The license card printing machine reportedly broke down last November. Backlogs in the issuing of these cards has caused panic among drivers. Now, last week, Mbalula visited the driving license card account facility to show citizens that the printing machine is now operational. Well, should we be relieved? Reporter Masiho Rahlaka will tell us, because she's following that story. Good afternoon, Masiho. Thank you very much for your time. So what happened today? What did the minister have to say?
So the minister today, basically with the RTMC officials, Bradan, were confirming or, saying once again that everything would be okay. They were giving us a lot of statistics and numbers, talking about the fact that since they started using this machine again on the 20th of January so far, until the 1st of February, 128,000 or so cards or card licenses have been printed, driver's licenses, that is, Bradan. They're saying that they want to print about 100,000 per week so that they can reach 400,000 per month. And this is to deal with the backlog that is, wait for it, Bradan, 2.1 million South Africans are on the roads with invalid licenses that have expired. Lots of
criminals on the roads.
Definitely, Bradan. So basically, first of all, it's people who, for instance, could not renew their licenses because of the lockdown and the fact that the grace period had to be extended a couple of times. But also, of course, that machine having to go to Germany, that 1998 old machine that had to go to Germany for repairs, also added to the backlog. That added 597,000 people who are on the roads waiting for their new licenses to come into their hands. So this is the issue. But let's listen to what the Transport Minister had to say himself about this backlog and the interventions that they have in place to deal with it.
Considering that the current backlog of 597,000 are waiting to be printed, we anticipate that it will take approximately 4 months to clear the backlog. The backlog of the cards currently in the system will be cleared by April 2022. We have conducted an assessment of the quantum of the backlog and evaluated the challenges motorists are experiencing in the process to renew their licenses. We have also considered other factors such as the impact of a further extension, as well as law enforcement capacity to ensure the rule of law prevails at all times. The total backlog of driving licenses that will have expired by the 31st of March 2022 that have not yet been renewed stand at 2.1 million nationwide. Of this number, those that fall within the COVID-19 extension account for 70%, and that is 1.5 million people.
You know, I was wondering, the whole country, the Republic, with 60 million citizens, has got one machine to print driver's licenses. I guess maybe that would be the past. And I was just joking to say you got 2.1 million criminals. But everybody's unwittingly. People want to renew their cards, but now the machine is back. But what's the best way forward? Did the minister allude what could change here going forward?
Well, Bradan, of course, a lot of South Africans were asking, first of all, what you just said, one machine for so many people, 6 million South Africans with one machine for all our cards. Secondly, 1998, guys, when are you going to change the process, or at least add more machines? If one breaks down, you at least have a backup, etc. And he actually admitted that he has no excuse for it. He also does realize that it's, it's something that government found itself, behind on. It was trying to meet international standards in terms of the license. So what he says is a way forward, Bradan. He says that the current license, the driver's license card, will be phased out. A new one will come on with new technologies that will have, different different technologies to trace you and to let you know on time, for instance, if you need to come renew a license, etc. Because some people forget. We actually found out that 600,000 drivers have not even come forward to renew their licenses. We don't know if they've forgotten or what happened to them, but the system shows that 600,000 people have licenses that are expired and they have not come forward. So those are not even part of the 2.1 million criminals, as you put them, Britain.
Unwitting,
Unwitting, exactly.
Everybody wants a driver's license, but if the machine is broken, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Drive somewhere.
Exactly.
You know?
So we're phasing it out, he says, in a 5-year period. By October 2023, there'll be a new South African driver's license. So until then, we have to stick to this
as
machine.
You said new, I see the smile on your face. Did you perhaps whisper into Fikile Mbalula's ear to say, why should a driver's license be valid for 5 years? It's very short. I mean, it's 5 years, maybe 10 years, I think. Because, I mean, it's so easy to forget. I know people who forget to renew their passports.
Exactly.
Because of that 5-year thing, you know?
But
it goes very quickly.
I've been so relaxed. And then I realized today, because I was at the briefing, that, oh my goodness, let me actually check my driver's license. It's expiring in August.
This year?
I must go this year.
Yeah,
I must go. And I didn't know this whole time.
Here's a tip. Wink, wink. Go and knock on Fikile Mbalula's door and say, stop this 5 years. When you bring the new card, just give us 10 years.
Okay, I'll speak to him.
Masego Rasha.